If b is greater than 1, what is the slope of the line in the xy plane that passes through the points b comma b squared and b squared comma b to the fourth? Well, the slope is just our change in the vertical direction over our change in the horizontal direction. Or we could say change in y over change in x, where this Greek letter delta is just shorthand for change in y over change in x. And so in this circumstance, what's our change in y going to be? Well, if we view this as the start, this is where we start and this is where we end, our change in y is going to be our end y minus our start y. Let me do that in blue color since I wrote change in y in that blue color. Our end y minus our start y. So it's going to be b to the fourth minus b squared. And our change in x is going to be our end x, which is b squared, minus our start x, which is b. Now, when we look here, we don't see that as one of the choices. And so that's probably a pretty good clue that we could simplify this a little bit. So let's see if we can do that. So in the numerator here, the one thing that it might jump out at you is that we can factor out a b squared up here. So this is equal to b squared times b squared times b squared minus 1. Times b squared minus 1. And then in this denominator, we can factor out a b. And so this is going to be b times b minus 1. And we could simplify a little bit. B squared divided by b, well, that's just going to be the same thing as b over 1. So I just simplified that a little bit. But let's see what else we can do. Well, you might recognize that b squared minus 1, that's a difference of squares. So I could rewrite this. Actually, let me just rewrite it over here. This is the same thing. This is the same. The numerator over here, that's going to be b times, instead of b squared minus 1, I could write that as b plus 1 times b minus 1. And then our denominator is b minus 1. Now, this whole thing isn't defined for b equals 1, but this thing, they tell us that b is greater than 1. So we don't have to worry about that lack of definition at b equaling 1. And we can say, well, this is going to be equivalent to, especially for all the b's greater than 1, this is going to be equivalent to, we can divide both the numerator and denominator by b minus 1, because that's going to be non-zero. And so what are you going to be left with? You're going to be left with b times b plus 1. And once again, that's not one of the choices, but maybe if we distribute this b, this would be equal to b squared plus b. And we see that's choice E right over there.